Right, good evening and many thanks for joining us this the 7th day of October, the year 2025. Indeed, it's a day that we have much and more lined up for you in our subsequent bulletin tonight. And of course, we'll be focusing and paying our attention to the ongoing, or rather to the emerging voices of the Gen Z. Given the fact that during the Gen Z-led protest that happened that is in the year 2024, a lot of people had actually come up with the brand, the vigor, and of course their online activities was something that was seen as a force to reckon with. 1 year down the line, has the momentum slowed down, or it is just the beginning of what to see and of course what to expect in the near future? And of course we'll be spending at least 30 minutes of our time just to have a glimpse of what the future holds for the young people when it comes now to shaping the political dynamics in the country, as far as the power struggle and the Kenya that they so yearn and of course demanded for is concerned. And that is the discussion that we'll be having later on with my guest, whom I'll be introducing later on. But first thing first, our top stories tonight. Tonight, the new sheriff in town. Kenya is set to take over COMESA chairmanship role, pledges new era of regional integration. Uproar over Shah. Cancer patients and advocates stage protest to decry delays and inaction at Shah headquarters. Also tonight, the costly cerebral palsy. Government urged to address the high cost of cerebral palsy treatment as Kenya marks World Cerebral Palsy Day. Plus, justice never to be delivered. Panic and confusion as an elderly man dies at Bungoma Law Court while waiting for the hearing of his case.
This is Kutv Primetime News with Auma Evans.
All right, our sign language interpreter tonight is Naomi Omboi. Remember, you can talk to us on all of our social media platforms. We are coming to you live on KUTV News Live. You can tweet us on X at KUTV_Kenya at Auma Evans. The hashtag to use, State of the Nation. So tonight we begin the State of the Nation with the following. This is in regard to the ongoing, to the 18th COMESA, that is the opening of the COMESA that was officially officiated by Deputy President Kithure Kindiki. And of course, Kenya will now be taking the mantle of chairmanship of COMESA starting tomorrow, that is on Wednesday. And of course, our own Rajab Juma is on that report.
Speaking at the official opening of the 24th Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa Regional Conference at Kenyatta International Convention Center in Nairobi, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki has reiterated the importance of regional integration through digital means. Kindiki reaffirms Kenya's determination to use its incoming COMESA chairmanship to promote regional cohesion.
As the heads of strategy, I challenge you to lead innovation of tailored tech-driven solutions, and that will benefit those at the bottom of the socio-economic pyramid in building the necessary backward and forward linkages. Kenya will leverage this role to champion a new era of regional integration that uses digitalization to deepen value chains for sustainable and inclusive growth, to actualize the theme of this forum.
Showing the importance of digital tools in boosting trade, investment, and exports of entrepreneurs in member countries, the Deputy President mentioned the importance of empowering small entrepreneurs, especially women and youth.
People, trade, development, growth, progress and wealth is about people. And going forward, the people of Africa, the people of COMESA must include those among us who have always remained in the periphery. The youth, women must be integrated in.
The DP calls on public and private sectors to opt better approaches to strengthen Kenya's position in regional trade.
The development of horticulture and other regional value chains critical to our future. The public and private sectors must work hand in hand to create an enabling environment for businesses to thrive, expand, and to innovate.
Kindiki's speech comes in line with the regional's ambitions to improve the ease of doing business. The theme of this year's conference being leveraging digitalization to deepen regional value chains for sustainable and inclusive growth. Kenya is looking forward to a new era of regional partnership to strengthen regional value chains for fair and lasting economic development. Rajab Juma, KUTV.
Thank you, Rajab Juma, for that comprehensive reporting. And now to matters health. Cancer patients, caregivers and advocates converged outside the Social Health Authority SHA headquarters to demand urgent reforms in Kenya's healthcare system. They decried delays and inaction over SHA services, demanding for faster approvals, equitable access to medical services, and a system that prioritizes fairness and dignity for all Kenyans, as Glory Gathure now reports.
Fueled by anger and frustration from the shortcomings of the Social Health Insurance Fund, a group of cancer patients, caregivers and advocates, through a protest staged outside Social Health Authority headquarters, issued a strong call for universal healthcare coverage that ensures timely treatment and respect for patients' rights. They decried the prolonged delays and inaction at SHA, warning that lives continue to be lost as patients wait for critical approval. The group urged the Social Health Insurance Authority to streamline its processes to reduce approval backlogs that often delay cancer treatment and other critical care. They called for fairness, transparency, and accountability and resource distribution to ensure quality healthcare for every Kenyan. Caregivers expressed frustration over the systemic failures that have forced patients into the streets to demand basic care. They say the current system burdens rather than supports the patient, calling on SHA to develop a framework that guarantees swift and compassionate access to treatment. They want that every delay translates into lost lives. Today's protest by cancer patients, coming just weeks after demonstrations by people living with HIV, underscores the urgent need for structural reforms in Kenya's healthcare system. Both groups are now rallying for lasting solutions to improve health outcomes nationwide. Glory Gathure, KUTV, Nairobi.
Now let's stay on matters health for a bit. Now, as the world marks Cerebral Palsy Day, parents and caregivers of the children living with the condition are calling on the government to address the high cost and the limited availability of essential drugs, which they say threatens the health and survival of many patients. Our very own Anyango Sylvia reports.
Speaking at Nambale DCC grounds in Busia County, parents led by Judith Sikuku, Beverlyn Omwenga and Bernard Okumu, who live with cerebral palsy, expressed concern over the neglect and financial burden faced by families managing the condition. They urge the government to subsidize drugs and provide support to enhance patient recovery and reintegration into society.
Mtoto toka ni mzae, hakuna madawa yenye wanatumia the conversion drugs, ambapo akikosa tu kukunywa mtoto atajiuma ulimi, atajikata ulimi atoke damu. Saa zingine hata unaweza kuwa umekosa pesa ya kuendea dawa, utakuta tu ameuma hizo lips mpaka zimeumia. Wanaomba tu therapy waike for free, ambapo na hizo drugs nizipate tu free.
Hii mtoto asikii ni bubu, hii mtoto ako na kifafa na anaanguka, hii mtoto ajilisi na mlisa. Hii mtoto kwenda choo anaenda hapo pale alipo kwa nguo vile alipo iko hivyo. Hiyo ndio changamoto napata sana.
Hizi kama kikundi cha watu wa utani wa ubongo, tunajua mtu mmoja ukitembea peke yako inakuwa ngumu sana. Ndio maana tumeungana kusongesha hii gurudumu mbele kwa minajili ya kubadilisha maisha, kwa minajili ya kuepuka ile isolation, kwa minajili ya kuwa mabalozi, so that watu wengine wanapotuona wanakuwa lured to change their lives concerning cerebral palsy and disability at large.
The call was echoed by Busia County Director of Persons with Disabilities, Metin Wamalwa, who urged parents and guardians to register their children with disabilities to benefit from government and NGO support programs.
Kwa wazazi wanaweza jiweka katika vikundi ili waweze kufanya merry-go-round ama saving and loaning. So ikifika wakati wa kuendea dawa wanaweza kopa pale pesa itumike kama transport ya kuendea dawa, sababu hizi dawa zinapatikana sana kwa wingi Busia. Na pia kwa government facilities tungeomba waweze kuleta hizo dawa pale, sababu wakifika kwa hospitali ambayo ni ya referral, hizo dawa haziko, wanatumwa wakanunue nje na ziko bei ghali sana.
Wamalwa further appealed to the Ministry of Education to establish special schools for blind and severe cerebral palsy children, noting that such institutions will boost self-confidence and social inclusion among learners living with disabilities.
Kila aina ya ulemavu ina shule yake speciali ambayo mlemavu huyo anafaa kusoma. Kwa mfano tukianza na wale watoto ambao wako na autism, wale sabia, kuna shule yao speciali ambao wanafaa kuenda, lakini wanapata shule kama hiyo haipo katika kaunti ya Busia. Walemavu wa macho pia hawana shule yao katika kaunti ya Busia. Alafu unapata pia walemavu wa miguu ama wa viungo wana shule za msingi lakini hawana shule za upili. Kwa hivyo inakuwa ni vigumu sana wao, wakitaka kusoma lazima waende katika kaunti jirani ama kaunti zingine ambazo zina hizo shule. Mbali na mahitaji ya kila siku kama chakula, mavazi, masomo, wao wana.
This year's global theme highlights inclusion, accessibility and empowerment for persons with cerebral palsy, a call that resonates strongly among families in Busia seeking dignity, care and equal opportunities for their loved ones. Anyango Sylvia, KUTV.
And now to the corridors of justice. 24 Gen Z youths arrested in Kikuyu town have today been released on a cash bail of 50,000 Kenyan shillings. The young protesters who were detained following recent demonstrations in Kikuyu were arraigned in court to answer 3 charges: Commission of Terrorism Act, arson and malicious damage to property. The lawyers representing the group, including Embakasi East Member of Parliament Babu Wino, maintain that the youths are innocent and that their arrest was politically motivated. The case has drawn widespread public attention, with human rights groups calling for the charges to be dropped, citing violation of youths' constitutional rights to protest. However, the matter is set to be heard in court in the coming weeks. And now, still in the corridors of justice, the judiciary has affirmed, or rather confirmed, the death of an elderly man who passed away today outside the Bungoma Law Courts. According to the statement from the judiciary, the man, whose name has been disclosed, arrived at the court at around 9 a.m. to attend to a hearing at the Environment and Law and Land Court. He died while lying down on the court's garden area as he was waiting for the magistrate to arrive. Right now, the government has assured Kenyan youth that the ongoing recruitment for the National Youth Opportunities Towards Advancement Nyota program will be free, fair and transparent. The initiative, funded by the World Bank, seeks to empower thousands of unemployed young people across the country through skills, training and business startup support.
With 5 billion Kenyan shillings in funding from the World Bank, the National Youth Opportunities Towards Advancement Nyota program is set to empower over 820 youths across the country. The goal being to help them learn new skills, earn a living and build a saving culture, while also opening up access to government procurement opportunities. Speaking on Monday during a sensitization forum in Murang'a County, Principal Secretary for Sports Elijah Mwangi assured youths that the selection of beneficiaries for the Nyota program will be free, fair and transparent.
Somebody who terminated his or her studies at the lower primary, upper primary, any level at secondary or at Form 4 but did not progress, we are waiting for you to make an application. Use your phone. Doesn't matter whether you have bundles, it doesn't matter whether you have the tokens, doesn't matter. Use your phone, go star 254 hash, make an application, and as a government, we shall support you.
In Mombasa, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Transport, Mohammed Dagar, exhorted Mombasa youths to seize the project for job creation instead of being idle and susceptible to indecorous behavior and drug and substance abuse.
As you are going to see from the presentation project, that can address the issue of the youth bunch in this country. It covers all aspects. Not everybody needs to be employed. It's a program that will cover dropouts for the first time in this country, whether it's a Form 4 dropout or a Form 3 dropout. It's a program that is going to recognize skills.
Maragua Member of Parliament Mary Wamaua urged Kirinyaga youths to take advantage of the Nyota program, which aligns with the bottom-up economic transformation agenda.
That will take up this program are those who have the capacity or they are willing. Not just anyone who look drunkard or anything like that. It's somebody who really look responsible, and that is why we have to join hands together with the girl so that we can be able to identify those serious youths who are looking for jobs, and ahead of them they have a vision of raising up a home, not just anyone. So this is a grant, and therefore we'll make sure we go for those who are willing.
The program targets 70 youths from each ward who will undergo physical verification and validation at the constituency level before receiving training and startup funds of 50,000 Kenyan shillings for business development. As at the production of this report, only 589 youths have registered across the county, with the highest performing ward enlisting 46 participants and the lowest enlisting only 14.
All right, so we are taking a very fast break here on the State of the Nation, but don't forget, we still have that very amazing discussion with the young people just to chart the way forward for. They were touted as young, vibrant, and of course a force to reckon with. They are famously remembered during the Gen Z protest when they advocated and they were agitated about the current affairs of the country, the way the country was being governed in the country, and they wanted change. And so they expressed their anger, frustration online, especially using social media platforms like X. Tonight we want to reflect, and of course I'll be posing a very important question. When all is said and done, and when the dust settles, what next? So that is the discussion that we'll be exploring later on after this very short break. But don't forget, State of the Nation will be back.
Miti miti, panda panda, miti miti. Our planet's future is in our hands. However, there is a threat to the brightness of this tomorrow. On Earth Check, we share the challenges, the solutions, and the hope.
I would call this a very momentous day, a very critical day.
Every episode, every story, every step we take creates a ripple. Join me, the environmentalist Emmanuel Kutosi, on KUTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m. and be part of Action. Welcome.
Ni nguzo na uso wa jamii. Kupanda shuka akawa tuzo, ukakamavu wake ukatii na kumfanya mwenye bidii. Kwa machozi na makeke akabaini jinsi ya kuweni. Huyu ni mwanamke ngangari kwa jinsi alivyo ng'ari. Mimi ni mwanamke mwake. Usikose kutazama kipindi cha mwanamke mwake nami Caroline Kimwele.
Are you ready to take charge of your health? Welcome to Focus on Health, your weekly guide to staying informed and living better. Join me every week as I sit down with trusted medical experts.
Gynecology is basically a field concerned with mainly the female genitalia.
Explore real-life stories
during when the patient come in
and bring you updates and tips that are beneficial to your health. Because health isn't just important, it is everything. Tune in to Focus on Health every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. only on KUTV. I'm your host, Kandia Marian, and I'll see you then.
Petri. I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland. And I'm the main coordinator of the CAFE project, which is being here hosted by Kenyatta University.
My name is Eva Hudoba. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching cutting-edge research at Kenyatta University Television.
In a world where uncertainty rules and opportunities are scarce, it's time to break from the barrier and reach your full potential.
We must live within our means. We cannot spend money that we don't have.
We will explore the fascinating world of investment, trade secrets, business strategies, and entrepreneurship.
Sasa challenges ziko mingi sana. Parking ya mzigo imekuwa mbaya. Unaweka pesa yako inakataa kurudi.
Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, what you covered with invaluable insights to help you succeed.
Now, this year we have seen a rebound in Nigeria, which is well above the global average of the 3%.
Join me, Anyango Sylvia, every Sunday and Monday on KUTV News at 9, and let's turn your dreams into reality.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance
skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
You are watching KUTV Primetime News with Auma Ivan.
Alright, welcome back and thank you for keeping it State of the Nation. Now, Habitat for the Humanity Kenya has of course highlighted its effort to implement the government's affordable housing initiative through innovative building technologies. Speaking during the celebration of the World Habitat Day in Naibor Village, rather in Laikipia County, Habitat for Humanity Kenya Program Director Nixon Otieno revealed that vulnerable families across 4 counties have benefited from the decent free shelter, also building local capacity in sustainable construction method. Listen in.
Habitat for Humanity Kenya has so far provided decent homes to over 1,100 vulnerable families in 4 counties. These homes are built using interlocking stabilized soil blocks, a technology that utilizes locally sourced materials to produce durable building blocks. Speaking during celebrations of World Habitat Day at Naibor Village in Laikipia County, National Construction Authority Chair Lady Mercy Okiro stressed that artisans have been trained and certified as competent builders by the National Industrial Training Authority.
As a National Construction Authority, of course, outside of regulating contractors in this country, and either foreign or local, we also look at accredited skilled workers. And we're here because Habitat for Kenya has benefited from our accreditation of skilled workers, and I have gone around the exhibitions and seen that now they are doing what are called sustainable building practices, using sustainable materials and also using what is locally available. And all these skilled workers, of course, a few of them have handed certificates. A good number of them are those we have accredited.
Responding to a surge of urban crisis, Director for Habitat for Humanity Kenya Program Nixon Otieno emphasized that Habitat for Humanity Kenya and partners aim to reduce the annual housing gap by empowering rural families with water access, food production, and climate-smart homes to curb rural-urban migration and slum growth.
Climate change is so much close to our arts because it is one of the most significant factors that is actually affecting housing. We are actually looking at the issues why we have so much population going towards cities because people cannot survive in the rural areas.
On the other hand, Relief for Africa representative Koome Kirago praised the Habitat's efforts in transforming lives.
They have supported them both economically, apart from building homes for them, by starting kitchen gardens, water systems, and also the wash facilities that they've been able to do here.
kitu yote ile yangu ilikuwa inaisha, ikakuliwa na nini na jua, ikanyeshewa, nikakuja hivi na hii nguo kukuja kwa hiyo kijana yangu. Bahati nzuri akanipea nusu hika. Sasa nikaishi hapo. Nashukuru sana Habitat.
As Kenya continues to confront rapid urbanization and climate challenges, such collaborative efforts are proving vital in bridging the housing gap through innovative community-driven solutions.
All right, from Laikipia to Nairobi. Now, the Nairobi County government has issued a tough directive to all building owners in key parts of the city to repaint their premises within the next 2 weeks or risk closure. In a notice released by City Hall, property owners in the central business districts, Westlands, Upper Hill, Ngara, Kirinyaga Road, and several major shopping centers have been ordered to give the building a fresh coat of paint within 14 days. County officials say the directive is part of broader urban renewal and beautification plan aimed at restoring Nairobi's image as clean and vibrant capital city. Those who fail to comply risk having their premises shut down and could be, or rather they could face legal action. The county is also urging property owners to maintain proper hygiene, clear signage, and structural safety as part of the ongoing city inspection exercise. Alright, so we want to take another very short break here on the State of the Nation. Remember, that is about the fate of Gen Z, the alternative voices, the young people. And of course, that discussion is coming to you after this very short break.
Kwa jinsi alivyo ng'ari.
Mimi ni mwanamke mwake.
Usikose kucheza kipindi mwanamke mwake nami Caroline Kimwele.
Hi, my name is Stella Tioi.
Jina langu naitwa Okemwa Mukwa James.
This is Mandela Gaya.
Ugonjwa ulipokuja ulichukua siku 3 ukaniweka in coma. 20 wamezikwa, mwili ndio.
I don't even know how it feels to see.
I feel like I cannot express myself well the way somebody who can walk can actually express themselves.
Ilichukua muda mwingi mrefu tena mpana ili kuikubali kwamba mimi siwezi tembea tena.
I've come to actually accept myself.
Ukijaribu kumsimamisha mtu mwambie tafadhali nionyeshe njia.
They find it quite strange talking to you.
We should just make schools integrated.
Inclusive setups.
By providing the right facilities.
You are watching KUTV Primetime News with Auma Evans.
All right, welcome back, and now the discussion begins right away. Now, so they say youths are the future leaders of tomorrow, but how does that future looks like? Do young people have what it takes to challenge the status quo? Because as we all know, choices have consequences. And to help us unpack this discussion is Maxwell Auma, Deputy Coordinator, Sauti Mpya Gen Z Movement. Maxwell, asante sana for making time. First of all, bring us up to speed. This Sauti Mpya Gen Z Movement, what is it all about?
Okay, my name is Maxwell Auma. I'm the Deputy Coordinator, Sauti Mpya Gen Z Movement. Sauti Mpya Gen Z Movement is a youth movement that is about, we are all about changing the leadership of this country. About change, it's all about change. You see, after the Gen Z Maandamano, we didn't want, like you have been seeing people say we are leaderless, we are all that. So Gen Z movement is all about forming a structure that is just to guide Gen Z on way forward.
All right. Yeah. So they say young people are the future leaders of tomorrow.
Yes.
So just paint to us that picture. How does that future looks like?
Okay. After the the June Maandamano, we saw what happened, and we, as per now, youths have the numbers, and what I can say is we have the influence towards the 2027 general election that is coming. Yes.
All right, talking about the 2027 general election, and of course, the steps and preparation begins right now.
Yes.
During the Gen Z-led demonstrations, especially last year, we saw how vibrant youths were, and of course, they were very vocal, especially in the social medias, advocating for the change that they saw basically, because you know, like you have to have a clear plan moving forward. So, what's the plan? Right now for the Gen Z, of course, I believe you're speaking from a point of, authority when it comes to now the arrangement of the young people, the Gen Z, and of course you have a movement. So what is the plan towards realizing this future?
Okay, as per now, we are just the Sauti Mpya Gen Z, led by one Sankale. We are mobilizing youths. We are going county to county, trying to bring the youths to join, more youths to join us in this fight against this, not against the government, but against this oppression government. Yes.
And of course, in your quest to bring the youths together for a common purpose, how would you rate the journey so far?
I've had.
Are the youth receptive even in the first place? Are they ready to take up the mantle of leadership and challenge the status quo? Is that the discussion that they are having right now?
Yeah. I've engaged several youths from different parts of the country. I've been to Busia in the last 2 weeks, and they are positive. They are all about change. What these youths are after ni kubadilisha nchi. We want to kubadilisha. You see, currently, the people who are in government right now may run out of ideas to run us. So that's why, as Sauti Mpya Gen Z, we want to bring more youths into this movement and to badilisha tu nchi generally.
And when you say you want to bring the youths into this movement and of course to make change, so this begs the question, the plan of now, making this change, of course, what's the plan moving forward? Yes, you have brought the youths together. What next?
Okay, we are planning to have our own political party going forward, and that is we'll communicate with our youths going forward. We'll have our own political party because currently these are the political parties that we have in Kenya right now. They are looking for the people they are working with. It's either uko na pesa or when you are very powerful, and Gen Z sisi hatuna pesa. Yeah, we just volunteering for the change.
Okay. And do you think that's a problem? Do you think probably for far too long, the lack of resources? They say politicians have them, we call them the money bags. They have the power and the influence to actually even influence the young people. Do you think that tag, and of course for me I will call it a norm that has been used for quite a while, do you think, by the sole reason of itself, do you think it's what is holding the young people back? Maybe probably that could be the reason why to even try and change the perspective and even the perception of these young people might prove to be a little bit difficult.
The issue of handouts is a very big menace in this country, and which has been brought by our 4 politicians. Wao ndio walianzisha hii mambo na handouts. Na so wameiba sana, sasa wako nayo ya kwenda kuinfluence pale kwa ground. Mtu anakuja pale ground amebeba mamilioni ya pesa, ile ameiba ile inafaa ifanye projects kwa ground. Amekuja na zile pesa ground, anagawa. Sasa hata ukiitisha mkutano saa hii, wewe unaitisha hapo mkutano yako, another politician, a very big politician, anaitisha mkutano yake pale. Wewe hakuna mtu atakuja kukusikiza. Yes, you have hiyo nini? You have the ideas, they are buying your ideas, yes. But now, mtu atakuja kuambia mimi bwana nimekuja kusikiza na sitarudi kwa nyumba njaa. See, the issue of unemployment. This, let me bring in the issue of unemployment. Ndio kero kubwa sana kwa hii nchi saa hii. That's why youths wengi wao hawezi fanya bila pesa.
All right. The problem still exists.
Yeah.
And handout will be there.
Yeah.
But how are you planning to slay the dragon? Because elections are just around the corner.
Yeah.
The problem still exists. Politicians will be there with their money. But how are you trying now to change now the perception of, the voters? Handouts versus now the real ideas. So how are you trying now to change that perception?
Okay, first of all, watu ambao tunaanza now, I'm starting with like-minded people like me who are not after money. Ukishapata like-minded people like 50 people, these 50 people ukishauzia your idea, after they buy it, all 50 people watakuwa disciples wako huko nje. They get other 50 people hivyo and they spread the word out there that this thing is not all about money. What we are after is a long-term change. Unajua pesa utapewa tu 100 bob kule iishe, tena kesho uitishe ingine. Yeah.
And when you look at the statistics, youths are the majority.
True.
But why is it so difficult for young people to rally behind one of their own? Because I believe like if at all youths were that serious and they want to have their own president, I believe it could be possible. But why is it so difficult for young people to rally behind one of their own, given their numbers?
Okay, about that, I can say, let me just bring in the issue of unemployment and handouts. These youths wako njaa. Kitu inatusumbua pale mtaani ni njaa. You see, me personally, I have people and I have friends who are vying in various parts of the country. Of course, me bado sijatangaza msimamo wangu if I'm going to vie or not. But issue inakuja hapa kubwa, people are not behind them sababu hawana pesa. Mtu atakuja kuangalia, hata ukiitisha mkutano aje ukujeni, watakuuliza uko na nini ya kutupea? Uko na nini ya kutupea? Wakisema uko na nini ya kutupea wanamaanisha hatuwezi rudi nyumbani njaa. So if you can fight kitu inaitwa kitu ya handouts, it's tuende tupige kura bila hii handouts. Hata ukienda huko huyo MP ama huyo governor huko akupe hiyo pesa wewe kula, but let us rally behind our fellow youths. That is what this Olympia Gen Z is all after.
And let's talk about another factor that is very critical in this. When you look, there is an ongoing voters registration exercise right now, and the figures from the IEBC is really disturbing, so to say. A lot of the targeted is 6.3 million, and majority of those being targeted are the young people, those who will be probably voting for the first time. And out of that, given now what we saw during the Gen Z protest, the vigor and of course the manner in which the young people are demanding for change and accountability was quite on rampant. And now this is the perfect moment for young people now to go out and register as voters, and yet we still see low voter registration turnout. What is the problem? What's going on?
The first thing the IBC has done, wameanza registration inafanyika at constituency level. And you see youths like, let me go sasa nyumbani kwenyewe. Utapata constituency mahali iko kutoka mahali sasa mimi nakaa kufika kwa constituency office ya IBC ni kitu kama 200 or 100. Sasa mtu atapiga hesabu, nitoke hapa na 100 bob niende huko kuregister kupiga kura, na yet sijakula, sijafanya ABCD and all that. What IBC ingefanya sasa hii ichukue hizi registration centers zipelekwe pale polling stations, pale watu huwa wanapigia kura, warahisisha hii mambo ya nini, watoe hiyo distance ya kutoka mahali voter registration inafanyika na mahali mtu anakaa is a factor here. Another factor is youths wengi sasa bado wako shule. Most of the youths are still in school, and I think wakifunga shule nini itakuwa juu kidogo. Namba ya wenye wamesajiliwa kura, wasajiliwa kura itaongezeka kidogo kutoka kwa ile namba tuko nayo sasa hii. Kitu kingine ni youths wamechoka na the current regime. The youths are tired and they are feeling like sasa hata tukienda kupiga kura yani they are just tired about everything.
And let's talk about the underlying factors. You've mentioned about youth unemployment, which is very true. Bad leadership, or if you prefer, bad governance, which is another very critical aspect of this. Well, there is also the level of trust between those institutions trusted with the mandate of delivering this critical exercise. Do you think all these factors maybe plays a hand in what we are seeing right now?
Okay, all these institutions play hand in what is happening in the country right now. Like an institution like IBC, ndio hapo ndo pale mwananchi anaamua hapa ndo mwananchi ana change nini whatever has been there. And see change what is happening right now ni kuenda kuchukua kura na kuja kubadilisha what is nini, what naweza sema aje.
And do you feel like maybe young people, they are maybe not interested at all in the leadership position, in the governance matters? Maybe they are just vocal. Probably that is the area that they are that suits them best, But when it comes now to the real action, the tangible results, something that will bring now an end to what they call bad governance, probably that is not their thing. Do you think that is the common trend, if you try to analyze from where you sit?
The youths are so much interested in politics and changing the current regime, and are so much interested in governance. Kama wangekuwa wako interested, haungewaona kwa maandamano. Walikuja kwa maandamano sababu wanataka kubadilisha wanataka kubadilisha nchi. wanataka ku bring in new ideas and all that. And let me tell you, come 2027, you're going to see so many youths MP, so many youth senators, so many youth governors, so many youth MCS. Like right now, in my home county, Busia County alone, I have there are more than 10 youth aspirants. I have somebody like Johnson Otundo, we have Cynthia Agula, we have Murabula. Youths wamejitokeza kwa Busia County wengi sana, wanataka kubadilisha.
And yet we have pending by-elections. Your full names, maybe just a handful, you can cherry pick.
Okay, about the ongoing by-election, I've been to Kasipul constituency the last 2 weeks. I've been, and already there is a youth there, Boy Duere, who is representing the youth at Kasipul. You know, plans already hapo Kasipul, going forward. Na 2027 vile nimekuambia youths washajipanga, so wale wenye kwa kiti sasa kama bado huja feel hiyo hit ya youth sasa, sijui uko nchi gani.
All right. Because definitely you've run out of time, but for the next probably 30 seconds, you're just closing remarks.
Okay. Youths out there, mimi naweza waambia aje, tuende tuchukue kura, tujiandikisha kama wapiga kura kwa wingi sana. Kuanzia pale mama mboga nyumbani, unalia pale MCA afanyi kazi, women rep afanyi kazi, governor afanyi kazi, unataka kubadilisha tu nini sura ya Kenya. Kubadilisha sura ya Kenya ni kwenda, first step ni kwenda kuchukua kadi ya kura, ukuwe na kura yako mkononi. Ukiwa na kura yako mkononi, ndio sabuni ya kufagia na kuosha ile uovu yote ambayo iko sahi. Mayuthi wangu wa Agenganangva ward, we'll have our annual youth meeting pale Funyula youth social hall. Yeah.
Right. That is Maxwell Auma, Deputy Coordinator, Sauti Mpya Gen Z Movement. Asante sana for making time and for shedding light on this very important discussion about the affairs of the country in the perspective or in the lens of the young people. We call them the Gen Z. So you're taking a very short break. We'll be back with Sport News.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audiovisual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
Right, it's now time for the latest in the world of sports. Now, the legendary Kenyan sprinter Hezekiah Munyoro Nyamau, Olympic gold medalist and national hero, has died at the age of 88 after a long battle with cancer. Born in Kisii County in 1942, Nyamau was part of the Kenya's iconic 4x400 meters relay team, winning silver at the 1968 Mexico Olympics and gold in Munich in 1972, alongside victories at the 1970 Commonwealth Games, and of course, after retiring from athletics, he served in the Kenya Defence Forces until 1997. Athletics Kenya has joined the sporting fraternity in mourning the passing of the legendary athlete. Now to matters rugby, the Kenya Rugby Union has officially unveiled the Shujaa and Moran squad ahead of the 2025 Safari Sevens tournament, which will be held from October 10th to 12th at the Nyayo National Stadium. Kenya Shujaas and Morans will face stiff competition from Zimbabwe, Zambia and Uganda, French Renegades among the teams, while the women's category will feature Kenya's Lionesses, Kenya Cubs, Belgium, Tunisia, Uganda, Zimbabwe, Shogun, and Coast Blanca Barbarians of Morocco. Alright, so it's a wrap. Many thanks for the men and women behind the scene and for all those who made this production a success. A big salute to you, our esteemed viewers, for always keeping us a company in the last 1 hour or so. My good name is Auma Evans. Our sign language interpreter tonight has been Naomi Omboy. Until next time, you have a lovely night and God bless.